Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a diehard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team. Now, let's jump right into it. The Dallas Cowboys have made what many are calling a game-changing move. A decision that could alter the trajectory of their season. This is not just another run-of-the-mill roster adjustment, it's a strategic play that signals the Cowboys are all in this year. So, what exactly happened? Reports have emerged that the Cowboys have pulled off a significant trade, acquiring a key player who brings a unique skill set to the roster. This player has a proven track record, a history of delivering in clutch moments, and the kind of leadership that can galvanize a team. The Cowboys' front office has been under a lot of scrutiny this season. Fans and analysts alike have been questioning whether they're doing enough to capitalize on the team's potential. After all, the Cowboys have a roster loaded with talent. From Dak Prescott, who's been showing flashes of brilliance, to Micah Parsons, who's arguably one of the best defensive players in the league right now, the pieces are there. But as we all know, talent alone doesn't win championships. It's about strategy, chemistry, and making the right moves at the right time. And this latest move? It's a statement. It's the Cowboys saying, we're not here to just make the playoffs. We're here to win it all. What's fascinating about this trade is how it addresses a critical need for the team. Let's be real, the Cowboys have had their struggles this season. Whether it's inconsistent performances on offense, gaps in the defensive line, or special teams issues, there have been glaring weaknesses that needed to be addressed. And it seems like the front office has finally taken those concerns seriously. This new acquisition could be the missing puzzle piece, the player who fills a void and elevates the entire team's performance. Now, let's talk about the player himself. This isn't just anyone. This is a player who's been on the radar of multiple teams. The fact that the Cowboys were able to land him speaks volumes about their commitment to building a championship-caliber roster. What makes this player so special? For starters, he's versatile. He's someone who can adapt to different situations, whether it's stepping up in a critical third-down scenario, making game-changing plays on defense, or even contributing on special teams. His stats are impressive, but it's not just about numbers. It's about his impact on the field, his ability to make everyone around him better. This move also says a lot about the Cowboys' mindset. It's a clear signal that they're not satisfied with just being competitive. They're aiming higher. They're looking at teams like the Philadelphia Eagles, the San Francisco 49ers, and the Kansas City Chiefs and saying, "We're coming for you." And let's not forget, the NFC is wide open this year. While there are strong contenders, there's no team that looks completely unbeatable. The Cowboys have a real shot at making a deep playoff run, and this move could be the catalyst that gets them there. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. There are still questions that need to be answered. How quickly can this player integrate into the team? Football is as much about chemistry as it is about talent. And it's going to take some time for him to learn the playbook, build rapport with his teammates, and adjust to the Cowboys system. Then there's the question of health. Injuries are a part of the game, and the last thing the Cowboys need is for their new acquisition to go down with an injury. The coaching staff will need to manage his workload carefully, ensuring he's ready to contribute without risking his long-term health. Another aspect to consider is the ripple effect this move will have on the rest of the roster. When a big-name player joins a team, it inevitably changes the dynamics in the locker room. For some players, it's a wake-up call, a reminder that their spot on the roster isn't guaranteed. For others, it's a source of motivation, an opportunity to step up and prove their worth. And then there's the question of leadership. Will this new player fit into the existing leadership structure, or will there be tension? These are the kinds of challenges that the coaching staff will need to navigate carefully. Speaking of the coaching staff, let's take a moment to talk about Mike McCarthy. The Cowboys head coach has been under the microscope all season. Every decision he makes is analyzed, dissected, and debated. This move could either solidify his standing or add more pressure. If the trade pays off and the Cowboys go on a winning streak, McCarthy will be hailed as a genius. But if it doesn't work out, if the team continues to struggle or fall short in the playoffs, the criticism will be relentless. It's a high-risk, high-reward situation, and McCarthy knows it. Now, let's turn our attention to the fans. Cowboys Nation, you are some of the most passionate, vocal, and loyal fans in all of sports. You've been through the highs and lows, the heartbreaks and the triumphs. And this move? It's for you. It's the front office's way of saying we hear you. We know you're hungry for a championship, and we're doing everything we can to make it happen. The energy in a T&T stadium is going to be electric, especially when this new player takes the field for the first time. You can already picture it, the roar of the crowd, the flash of cameras, the sense of anticipation as everyone waits to see what he's going to do. Of course, there will be skeptics. There always are. Some will question whether the Cowboys gave up too much in this trade. Others will point to the team's history of falling short in critical moments and wonder if this move will really make a difference. And that's fair. Criticism and skepticism are part of the game. But here's the thing, no one knows how this story will unfold. That's what makes football so exciting. It's unpredictable, it's dramatic, and it's filled with moments that make you jump out of your seat. So, what's next for the Cowboys? The schedule ahead is tough, with matchups against some of the league's best teams. But this move gives them a fighting chance. It's going to take hard work, discipline, and a little bit of luck, but the pieces are starting to come together. This is a team with potential, a team that has shown glimpses of greatness. And now, with this new acquisition, they're one step closer to realizing that potential. Before we wrap up, I want to hear from you. What do you think of this move? Are you excited about the Cowboys' chances this season, or do you still have doubts? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get the conversation going. And if you haven't already, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. We're going to be following this story closely, bringing you all the latest news, analysis, and insider info. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, go Cowboys!